2021 tarehe 23 mwezi wa 6 mwaka 2021. Tayari tushafanya zaidi ya nusu ya mwaka. We already passed half of the year. Haya, tunataskani 2022. Tayari juzi tulikuwa tukiimba ururuta tano tena, sasa hii imerudi hata hatujapumua. Lakini sasa mikono ziliachana. Ni Siasa Wednesday. This is 23rd of June 2021. Nashukuru sana kukuona kama kawaida. Naomba kwamba ukifika tafadhali like, after you like please share. When you share you give someone else an opportunity to wide the broadcast. When you like I get to know that you're watching us. And after you like share, when you share you give someone else an opportunity to wide the broadcast. This is a tackle. The tackle begins now. This is Siasa Wednesday. Na tuko na AREBA SAMBA wakili lakini mtu ya UDA mtu wa Wilbaro pale Kisii. Na tuko na KURIA jamaa wa JUBILEE, jamaa wa Pangani. Atatuambia Pangani kuna nini. Nasikia pia kuna ndoa zinatengenezwa pale. Atatuambia kunaendeleaje pale. Get to know this Siasa Wednesday. When you join in, please like, share and let us know where you watching us from. Niambie unatoka wapi, unatazama kutoka wapi, alafu nikija kuwapa salamu zenu. As usual, tunazima tuanze na maombi alafu tukirudi na kuja kuambia hi. Mighty Father, we come before you this morning. We worship you, glorify your name. Thank you for an opportunity for another day. We thank you for this program. We thank you for the panel. As we have this discussion, may you edify the fabric of this country. In Jesus' mighty name we pray and believe. Amen and amen. Poleni, tumechalea leo kidogo pia itilafu kidogo ya mitambo, lakini basi ndio hawa sisi. Na kuna pale pia kuna competition tumeingia na road microphones. You guys have supported us for a whole year. Since we started, it's almost a year now. We'll be turning 1 year I think in August. And because of you guys, we've been able to grow and get where we are today. I'm forever indebted for that. And for that reason, we've got a new competition by road microphones. Kuna link ambayo nimeweka pale, nimepost kwa Facebook yangu. Please go there, click the link na yeka saizi kwa comments, click the link alafu unaenda pale una vote, alafu pia una share na marafiki. Road mix utupigie vote pale, tunaweza shinda, uweze jua tunaweza shinda, tuache kukosa hizo hitilafu za kimitambo, ndio tunachelewa. Please vote for us. You never know, we could walk away with ampers, with equipment ampers. Anyway, this is Siasa edition being the 23rd of June 2021. Tarehe 23 mwezi wa 6 mwaka 2021. Naeka link pale. Tafadhali ukifika pale tupigie vote. Tafadhali tupigie vote, pigia kura. 30 seconds tupigie kura tayari. Alafu pia unaweza kusukuma kwa marafiki zako pale kwenye WhatsApp groups ama pia individual family groups, alafu tuweze kuzungumza pamoja. Naona kina nano mamka hapa. Naona Nicole Chebet. Nicole, jambo. Anasema good morning to you, Nicole. Munga ulita continue. This guy is very loyal. I mean, he texts us from all the way from UK. Nauliza bwana kwani kunaendaje leo, masaa ni gani? Anasema morning team tackle tuning in from Covent United Kingdom. Looking forward to Siasa Wednesday. Thanks. Asante sana ndugu yangu. Muriki Madhin tuko ndani. Good morning to you Sam Muridhi Joram. Good morning tackle watching from Boston, Massachusetts. Anita Chesire, good morning. Wacha tusikie siasa leo. Haya, karibu sana Anita Chesire. Chesire. All right. Chesire mwenyewe. Amos Mbugwa tuned in from the city of Nottingham, UK. Thank you so much Amos Mbugwa there from Nottingham City, UK. Farid Faraji, good morning. Farid Faraji is a man from many places. Kidogo aliongea na Avi Kiluya Kibukusu. Jana nimesikia kingongea kikale, siku nyingine aliongea Kijaluo. Farid Faraji, mambo yako ni ngumu. Mungu alita continue. Leo ni siku ya kuteswa na Solomon aka JJ Kamodo. JJ Kamodo. Very rough. Good morning to you Kevin Bundi. Tuned in from Riuri Kiambu. Karekiwa Masi, good morning Gerald, watching from Kayole and waiting patiently, but make sure you bring Governor Mushendu next show to give us Kiamba position. Governor Mushendu is busy in Kiamba, yes. So when he comes back he'll tell us. He'll be here next week. Without fail.
After ushindi.
Kuja hapa kutupigia sinema. Lakini alisema aliniambia next week lazima akuje. Ni kijana hapa. Kwa hiyo Kiamba Fidel watching from Abaringo, County Mogotio area pamoja Mr. Gerald Bitoka. Asante sana. Jacqueline Jebichi tuned in from Kiabu. Asante. Addison Barmosop, good morning watching from Karuna Mebeki Ward Mau polling station. Thank you so much my brother Addison Barmosop. Tutafika pale tuanze kuzungumza pale kwa ground. Veit Kimayo, point corruption is 23rd not 22nd. But I say 23rd. Ama I said 23rd. Sawa. Ama ni jamaa ameandika. Ni jamaa ameandika hapa. Angalia caption bana, ameandika 23rd. Angalia hapo, should be 23rd. Angalia caption hapo. Just as Rotumoi, good morning. Gerald Tundi from Nairobi CBD. Asante sana. Beatrice Robin Ekut anasema good morning. Good morning to you. Mr. Justus Store. Good morning world. Dubai logged in. Thank you so much. Daisy Maritim morning. My guys, today is going to be hot. Bring on. We are waiting. Tuko ndani. Boni Babatoni anasema good morning. The one and only president of Walanyasi. Tuned in from Kangemi. Asante sana. Rais anawasalimia. Edwin Coded, good morning Gerald. What a show. All eyes on Kiamba. And I've got it down. So thank you so much. Hata mwingine pia ameniamkia mapema. Akaniambia show kwani kwa wapi leo. Kelvin Bundi leo umeanza late. Pole kidogo itilafu za kimitambo. Ndio maana naambia mnipigie kura pale kwa Rode Microphones. Tuweze kupata equipment. Haya. Gakife, good morning. Kipkorir Ben morning. GB logged in from in Westlands. Asante Ruchep Kosgei, good morning from Milimani Road. Asante sana. Watu wa Milimani Road tuko mbali sana. Mtuitange tukunywe chai. Asan anasema tuned in from Kianungu Kitutu Masaba. Wakisi Areba hapo. Amon Biwa tuned in from Eldoret. Morning Tackle. Good morning to Felix Kipkosgei watching from EMC. Rotich Kenneth. Good morning from Barathon. Asante sana. Johnson Nikinywa tuned in falling from Banana Kawaida. Asante. Geoffrey Bet, good morning. Our eyes are on Kiamba. And then keep to Sha vote. Asante sana kwa kupiga kura. Robert Ndegwa tuned in from Atlanta. Chemei Kipkenda Dan kijana wangu. Good morning my best friend. Watching you live big screen at M North TVC Jesume constituency. Thank you so much my brother. I really appreciate. May God bless you. Murerwa Murugo asema I'm watching in Buri constituency Meru County Tackle. You are enlightening many Kenyans with your sober panelists every day. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. General Kiprotich. Good morning Gerald. Tuned in from Njoro Nakuru. Asante Hilary Kimuyano Alois. Tuned in from Bomet Massive. Watu wa Bomet. Asante sana. Lakini watu wa Bomet wanapenda siasa bana. Hata ishangi na shikana na ingine. Haya, Farid Faraji Kilimani tuko ndani leo, umelala sana. Pole, sio mimi, ni mambo ya itilafu za kimitambo kidogo. Zakari Zaki from London UK. Thank you. Honorable Freddy Kodwaro Mondi falling from Kisumu. Watu wa Kisumu asante. Johnson Nick Kenywa tuned in falling from Banana Kawaida. Kiambu constituency huku ni UDA. Haya, Alex Mare kama wewe UDA all the way to State House 034 Kitengela. Haya, kama kawa. Sema kama kawa. Asante sana toka wa 034 nitakuja. Saturday nitakuja nikule nyama pale. Wangui Kanye, good morning GB from Ireba. Lazima twende na wewe AREBA Samba na tupeleke Solo. Tukule mbuzi pale 034 kwa Ngetich. Jamaa yangu sana wangu. Enda pale Saturday tukule nyama. Willy Kogo, good morning at Moroni. Asante Langat Kibron Dixon Mombasani Nyali. Edgar Kip tuned in from United States. Asante Edgar Kip morning. Gerald Bitok tuned in from the slopes of Tugen Hills Sacho. Asante sana. Wacha tuingie kazi kidogo alafu turudi kwa salamu. Na mwana Bishop pale Moses Kamau. Solomon Kuria.
Yes.
How are you sir?
Niko salama.
Good to see you.
Yes, I'm also happy to see you.
How have you been?
Niko salama. Bado nazunguka hii nchi kutafuta mazuri. Na tuko imara. Chama kiko imara. Serikali iko imara. Nchi iko dhabiti. Na the future is bright. Yes. Yes.
Ni macho imemulikwa ama ni bright vipi?
Hapana.
Iko rada.
Hapana, ukiangalia vile mambo yako. The future of Kenya is so bright. Yes, driving in and out of Nairobi, you can tell. Nairobi has now turned into a construction site. You go to other counties, they have also been turned into construction sites. And you know, when we are getting the infrastructure right, then you know the future is bright. And I wish to thank the government for doing that, because the future of this country is in proper infrastructure. Roads, you know, electricity, water, all that. Give those to people and then let them work now. Give them what they need as the basis of their businesses and all that. And this Kenya will grow, because everybody deserves a good road network. Everybody deserves connectivity to the electricity grid. Everybody needs clean water, you know, for animals and household use. So, and those things are happening, and I can see them happening. You know, sometimes we all the time we think about politics, and we forget that there is those basic things that should be happening to make the lives of Kenyans better. And I wish to congratulate my government, which is formed by the party I work for. That is Jubilee Party. And it's happening. You will see. The president will be in Mombasa this Saturday. He'll be launching developments there. You'll see him on Monday in Ukambani. He'll be making a 2 days tour there. And then you will see him also in Trans Nzoia and Uasin Gishu and Nakuru in the Rift Valley in the coming days. He is really moving out to commission projects and actually show his people what he has delivered and with regard to what he promised in 2017. So it's a working period for him, and I really wish him well. And sometimes let us forget so much politics. Let us first focus on what has been delivered, because even this politics, whoever is looking for these positions, what they're telling us is what they're going to do for this nation. Can we now deal with whoever is on the seat right now? Let him tell us what he has done for us. Let us give him a scorecard and stuff. And I'm happy with whatever he has done and achieved. I'm happy.
With the president. All right.
With the president.
Okay. AREBA Samba, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you. You've been long gone.
Tumekuwa nyumbani.
Naona kwa ground nasikia unaomba governor ya Kisii.
Tumekuwa mimi natoka Nyamira. Wale wamesema naomba governor. Asante sana kwa sababu wameniangalia, wameona kwamba huyu kijana anaweza.
Tunakuombea pia, we are borrowing for you.
Long gone are the days mahali penye ukiangalia kijana, kazi ya kijana ni kuweka posters, kublog, kudance,
kukoroga unga ya
kuwekelea poster na kudance juu ya lori ya roadshow. Ni vizuri kuona kwamba vijana wamejitokeza. Saa hizi vijana wamesema sisi si viongozi wa kesho. Sisi ni viongozi wa leo. Hiyo kesho itatupata kama we are nurturing a next generation yenye itatuongoza. Na nafurahia sana ukiona vijana kama ndugu yangu hapa Kuria amekaa hapa, ameng'ara vizuri kabisa. Huko mahali yako kwa ofisi ya Jubilee inakaa mambo ni mzuri, although nasikia kuna kinyozi huko chini na kaosh. Lakini hiyo mambo ni mzuri ukiona vijana wamejitokeza kwa parties, wanasukuma agenda mbele. And I want to encourage more young people who are watching us. Long gone are the days mahali penye kazi ya vijana ni kutumika. Mimi nataka ndugu yangu hiyo Jubilee usazile wanakoroga maneno na ODM na ANC huko na maendeleo chap. Get yourself a position. Kuwa huko ukue kwa kudrive agenda ya chama. So at the end of the day tukikaa hapa kama vijana, unajua kijana mwenye ako na njaa wa UDA na kijana mwenye ako na njaa wa ODM, kijana mwenye ako na njaa wa Jubilee, njaa. Hata ukosefu wa kazi, kijana wa UDA, kijana wa Jubilee, kijana wa ANC, kama wote hawana kazi, wote hawana kazi. So sometimes tuachane na hii mambo mengine ya siasa kama vijana ile ya kutugawanya. Tuangalie zile shida zetu ambazo zinatuleta pamoja. Na vile nimekueleza Gerald, mimi huwa sipigi vijana kivita. Ikuwe ni kijana mwenye anafanya kazi wapi, wacha kila mtu atoke nje, wacha kila lakini kitu moja yenye sijafurahia ni sometimes unaona ni kama hakuna coordination in terms of vile vitu zinafaa zifanywe. The reason why nasema hivyo ni ile ukiangalia Facebook yangu jana niliongea mambo ya congestion ya CBD. I think this is a challenge sisi wote tuna experience. Na vile kuna construction, naambiwa watu ya Mombasa Road wanatokanga kwa nyumba saa 10 asubuhi na wanarudi wanaanza kutoka town saa 8 ya mchana ndio waweze kufika Syokimau saa 10 ya asubuhi. What I mean ni let us put in more effort in terms of kujaribu kuangalia vile tuna plan hii city yetu. If you walk through the CBD on a normal weekday, utashangaa ni soko inaendelea ama magari zote zimekuja huko ama ni nini inaendelea. There is no country in the whole world yenye ni progressive yenye ina allow matatu into the CBD. Hiyo lazima tuelewane nayo. We need as leaders to stamp our authority. Mimi mwenyewe I wouldn't love to drive to the CBD. Lakini we don't have reliable and decent public transport. So hizi vitu ndogo tunafaa tuunganishe mkono, wale wenye tulikuwa kwa serikali yenye opposition, wale wenye kwa serikali yenye kwa serikali, wale wenye kwa opposition yenye kwa serikali, sisi wote tuungane mkono tufanyie hizi those things that affect us. Tusukume mbele. Finally, kuna kitu moja ningependa kusema, vile serikali inahusika na mambo ya infrastructure na vile inasukuma hii agenda. Tusisahau the basics. Because sometimes huwa na feel kwamba kuna time unapata serikali iko overambitious, inataka ijenge express highway kutoka JKIA mpaka Westlands, which is a very good project, but tunashindwa kuprovide the basics. Kama hizi feeder roads ukitembea hapa ndani kwa vitongoji duni, hizi vitu zingine ndogo. So kwa wale ambao wanatutazama and their policy makers, tafadhali, when we also think of mega projects which are meant to serve a small percentage of the people in the economy, can we also think of improving lives of the masses? Kwa sababu unajua my grandmother might never use the express highway kutoka JKIA kuja Westlands, lakini yeye huko mahali penyako anataka bei ya chakula ikuwe chini, anataka the local hospital ikuwe na Panadol, zile the basics. So when we do some of these mega things, tusisahau the basics. Hiyo ujumbe fikishia rais ndugu yangu.
lazima itafika na the basics like you have mentioned from Roiro to Nairobi. I think in the very near future the BRT is almost complete.
Okay. They've said we need another year. They've said we need another year. The buses are not visible yet. Okay.
Yeah. But the whatever is needed is being put in place, and I think in the very, very near future they will have completed everything. They are building the bus stops and where passengers will alight and board the buses. They are doing it along Thika Road, and I would also request them to do the same along Waiyaki Way and Mombasa Road. Now that they're expanding the Waiyaki Way all the way to Rironi. Between the two lanes, let them put BLT also along Waiyaki Way and maybe Mombasa Road. We are going to get rid of those matatus in the CBD. They will be taking passengers from wherever to maybe Roiro and Rironi and maybe Syokimau. And then you board the BLT bus to town. And that is how we are going to add congestion in the CBD. And maybe we make it easier to get into the town and out of the town. Having said that, I would also like to say this infrastructure is good to note that the benefits may not accrue to the current generation. And this is a fact. Since I was born, I've seen for the first time Waiyaki Way being recarpeted for the first time since I was born. I found it that way.
It depends on when you were born, by
Yeah.
maybe you were born the other day, so and you know the roads are meant to last for a long time.
Yes, and you see. So those who did the roads are long gone. That tells you that. They are long gone. And we have been enjoying the benefits of the road. I've been traveling from Nyandaro to Nairobi using that road. So those guys sacrificed, maybe paid the loans on our behalf, and we enjoyed the road. It is our turn now to pay the loans, to pay the loans so that our children will now enjoy the infrastructure and the fruits of this development we are seeing. This expressway, Bitok, don't think that before God takes you and maybe us. Before you go, you must pay this expressway. You must pay the SGR, maybe to Malaba border. You must pay for the expansion of the airports. We must pay for the expansion of our roads, other roads leading to the town. It is us to do that. So sisi tutajenga nchi na wao wakuja wapake rangi. So that the country looks beautiful. And as we do that, and remember, we have to read and really interact with the international history. China, so many people do not. Today, people look at China and see, oh, things are good. They are running away. They don't know that it is just the other day that China was struggling. In the 90s, China was not as big. No. But the citizens joined their government. I think some of the most patriotic citizens in the world are the Chinese. The Chinese. Look at the level of patriotism also in the US, where people diligently and religiously commit themselves to supporting their government in whatever they are doing in their endeavors, because they know in the future it is them to enjoy the fruits. So as Kenyans also, let us also shun away from this point of everybody. Whenever everybody wakes up in the morning, it's complaining. Tujiulize maswali kama ile tuliulizwa na mtu fulani. We Kibaki. Hapana kila siku wewe unasema serikali itanifanyia nini. We jiulize mimi nafanyia serikali yangu nini. Ama usipojiuliza hiyo, si ujiulize mimi nitafanyia nchi yangu nini. What am I going to do to make sure that my country moves from one level to the next? Don't always be there to say serikali saidia, including some. Let me tell you, in these streets of Nairobi, you walk with guys. They come into the parking lot, they park beautiful cars, great cars, expensive. Once now you sit down for a drink, nikubaya. Jamaa ameingia hapo na Mercedes, ameingia na Range Rover.
Of course.
Lakini nafaa utembee mguu kama niko.
No, let me tell you.
Unataka mtu atembee na mguu ndio aseme ni kubaya.
Sikiza. The people who say ni kubaya. The people who read the choir. Who read the choir kusema kumeharibika. Ni kubaya. Ask for their bank statements. My friend, you will be shocked. So I know there are people struggling, genuine people who are struggling down there.
How do you measure genuine?
But no. But sometimes they don't get the opportunity of shouting out here. But you get guys with, especially the Okuyus. You know, I have to tell you about the Kikuyus. You know, a Kikuyu with 7 million in the account or 10 million in the account will be driving a very old Probox out here. We'll come to a meeting and say, hey, nikubaya lakini niko na 1,000 hapa. That's how we are. We are not always genuine.
Lakini unaonanga pesa yote yenye uko nayo ni ya kukula. Za zingine ni ya kujenga. And also you have to ask what are they comparing it to?
Vanity of vanity. Everything in this world, the most basic is food and shelter.
Okay.
Hii maneno ingine yako ni ya kutafuta ambitions. Na kama haingiani saa hii doesn't mean haitaingiana tomorrow. So what I'm saying is, especially the young people, let us not continue with this trend of complaining all the time. Negative energy. Let us be optimistic and look at the life positively. And I was telling my fellow young people that the budget has been read. It is 3 trillion. So as a young person, are you saying now that the budget is so big? Should you be saying that the budget is so big, or should you be saying, what can I get from that budget? Okay. As a young person, where can I supply something and get something, even if it is 100,000 or 200,000 or 500,000 from that
and
budget?
You're not going to be paid.
Your point is
pending bills.
The first thing you say is the budget is big. Watakula. Kwani wewe hauna mdomo? Si uende pale utafute teda upeleke kitu ulipwe. That's what you should be doing. But not starting by condemning you start by condemning the budget, saying it's huge. Na kuna watu fulani watakula, kwani wao wako na midomo wewe hauna.
Okay.
Yes. Can you look at it and say, I will walk to the county government offices and I will ask for the list of projects they are intending to do this time. I will walk into the county assembly and ask the speaker, what do you need to be supplied with this year? You know, take me to your board. Give me the list of what you need. And this is my small company. And I'm trying to push for this. So don't have that positive energy, young people. Don't be misguided by guys who say ni kubaya, and once you mkiachana, they go back to their big vehicles and big houses. And nawe kazi yako ni kupiga kelele kwa Facebook, na uko Twitter, na uko WhatsApp, ukisema vile ni kubaya. Okay. Kuambia hivyo ndio wao wakimbize tenda.
AREBA Samba, do you agree with this guy?
No.
And what is the state of the nation?
The state of the nation, kuna kitu amesema yenye na agree na yeye peke yake. That the basics that yenye tunafaa tuangalia.
I'm talking about the expressway. It's a PPP, if I'm not wrong.
Of course it's a PPP.
So why is the government compensating itself for land it's acquiring from itself? Anyway, proceed.
Kuna kitu moja amesema which I want to agree with him, and I wish akika pia anajaribu kupush that from the government agenda side. That the basics zenye mtu anahitaji, the food, shelter, accommodation, food, shelter, clothing and education. But at the same time, in our country, we have people who cannot afford the basics. So what are we telling them at the end of the day? Yeah. The second issue, on the issue of young people, of course, we have an affirmative action kind of law that provides for 30% for young people in terms of tenders. But lakini, how many people out here who are young can be able to access even a speaker? How many people can be able to access your Jubilee Center and ask what do you need to be supplied?
So many of them.
It is so many.
So many of them.
I mean, we have a challenge that there are a lot of pending bills. Hata mimi vile niko hivi serikali iko na pesa yangu mingi in terms of pending bills. Na hiyo ndio wakati niliwacha kufanya biashara na serikali. I did a consultancy, umekopa kidogo, umewafanyia consultancy, umefanya nini? At the end of the day, hiyo ni kama kuzama. The president has talked about pending bills before. The cabinet secretary for treasury has talked about this before. Again, the president has spoke about this before. Last 2 weeks ago, wakati wa budget, again the CS for treasury spoke about the same thing. And sometimes it makes me wonder that is it that the implementers of some of these decisions do not respect the authority of the president? Because why does the president have to repeat some things? The president gave an ultimatum of pending bills to be paid. But then, up to today, those pending bills have not been paid. And other issues of KEMSA, the president issues an ultimatum, by this time, do this and this and this. But at the end of the day, people do not do as he says. Mpaka unashangaa shida iko wapi. So mimi, maneno ya hizi, the mega infrastructure, the reason why we need them to be structured better is, Solo, you can agree with me that SGR is a very good project, but it's outdated. I don't know whether you have ever taken the train. I took it as late as a week ago. And somebody was describing that SGR is a very good project, but it's more like a bus without traffic to Mombasa. Because if you look at the speeds that it goes to Mombasa, hakuna tofauti na nikiweka gari yangu mafuta niende, only that nitapata traffic. So what we are saying is we don't have a problem to pay taxes as Kenyans, but let's ensure that those taxes, we get real value from those taxes. The major challenge, hata unaona hii shida hii nyumba imelipiwa 1 billion hapa Mombasa Road. Yenye unasikia kuna court order hapa, wengine kuna court order hivi, hii pesa imeenda hivi, pesa imeenda hivi. At the end of the day, that is like $1 billion that the National Land Commission has lost. At the end of the day, Gerald, mimi na wewe na Solo si ndio tutalipa hiyo pesa. So what we need to do, we are not complaining in terms of paying taxes for infrastructure. We are not complaining that we need the express highway. We are not complaining that we need dwelling of the road from Wayeki Way to Rironi. We are not complaining that the road from the Suswa Road, the Maimai Road, needs to be expanded. But what we are saying is, hata wewe, when you borrow $1 million, say tu unanunua laptop ya 10,000 alafu ingine unakula, and you end up paying the loan for the next 50 years. When you borrow $1 million, ensure that you get value from that $1 million. Mimi sijaona mahali kama mimi naenda nakopa kutoka kwa mtu shilingi 10,000, alafu hiyo shilingi 10,000 yote naenda vinywaji. Hiyo shilingi 10,000 nikiomba lazima nifanyie kitu, hata nikilipa I see that there was value. Now the problem we have ni ile, when we borrow hapa inaibiwa na watu kidogo. Unakumbuka saa zile Wakenya wakienda page ya IMF wakisema hiyo pesa yenye tunaomba kila mtu awekewe yake kwa namba yake, so that at the end of the day wajue wao ndio wanalipa. That is the kind of lack of faith that we want to deal with. That is the lack of faith that we have in the masses, because they feel that their government is not being responsible. They feel that their government is plundering the resources. So Kenyans don't have a problem with paying taxes. We see a lot of money being allocated into education. We see a lot. Lakini unajua kuna shule nimeenda wakati fulani hapo, hiyo shule iko na matope. Mpaka unashangaa ile pesa yenye inaombwa inaendanga wapi? So we need to put more safeguards so that at the end of the day, when we borrow, hii pesa wacha ingie kwa projects to reduce hii maneno ya cuts, and so get a reason why we deal more with the Chinese. We don't deal with more European countries.
Poleni pia kwa watu wa Kangemi. Mbali mezwa na daraja.
Naambiwa watu wa Kangemi wanaendanga na bypass, wanaenda hii yenye imeanguka juzi. Pole sana kwa wale waliopoteza maisha. Pole sana
wale watu wa Kangemi.
So there is a reason why we have more dalliance with the Chinese. Because the Chinese are informed that wao na ethics ni kama they don't care. Well, as long as they give you the loan and you can be able to repay, hizo cuts zenu mtaweka, ile vitu yenye mnataka mtaweka. Unlike most European countries, when the European countries inakuja kufanya project, follow the history and why the Nairobi Mombasa Express Highway, it had a lot of issues. Because there's some crafty government officials wenye walikuwa wanaeka side budget mingi, wanajaribu kuinflate, and the Americans were not very happy. So ikabidi tumeabandon your project. So these are some of the loopholes, Gerald, we need to seal, so that mimi nikilipa taxes, when my daughters will be paying the taxes, at least we saw value for those taxes. It's not that kuna mwingine alienda kanunua yacht na hizo taxes zetu. Hiyo pesa ya kujenga express highway kuna mwingine amenunua ndege. Those are the things we need to avoid. But all in all,
na hiyo ni maendeleo.
Hapa hiyo si maendeleo. Kama devolution huko, hakuna village yenye ina gorofa. Unajua hivyo? Hata village yangu yenye kuko na gorofa, kuna mtu kama amefanya hivi amepiga 1 2 3 na amejenga gorofa. Ni maendeleo, lakini let's think about the people who pay these taxes. Let's think about an old woman in Solo's village huko, mwenye yeye bei ya mafuta ya mboga imepanda na shilingi 2, na hiyo pesa mwanaume mwingine ameiba hapa Nairobi. So that at the end of the day, Solo, let us be fair to the people wale when you are in the low side of the pyramid. You see, mimi na wewe,
and what are the people who pay taxes actually?
Yes, mimi na wewe probably shilingi 10 si kitu. Lakini kuna mtu, if you walk through the villages, I came to experience that when I started walking through the villages, unapata mtu anahitaji shilingi 20 pekee aweze kusurvive in a day. Na huyo ndio mtu mwenye mkate ama bei ya unga imepanda na shilingi 2. Wewe sometimes probably you never realize that kuna kitu imepanda na 2 bob. Yeye ikipanda na 2 bob inamuaffect sana. Mafuta ikipanda na shilingi 1, yule mwenye analeta
president kumoja alisema mkate ni 600 ama alikuwa anasema ni 500.
Probably hajawahi nunua mkate. Anakulanga keki.
Aya, atende kazi kidogo. State of the nation. Kwako solo kabla hatujatoka state of the nation.
Mimi nilikuambia nilianza na kusema tuko imara.
Umesema serikali iko imara na nchi iko imara. Serikali sio nchi.
Nchi iko imara. Pia
okay.
We are enjoying peace and we would like to thank the people who are never thanked by so many people. You know, our KDF, our police officers for maintaining law and order and protecting our territories. At least we have enjoyed peace this time. Number 2, let me jump into the issue of infrastructure and funding.
Okay.
When you say that the Chinese do not have ethics, I really don't agree with you. I think Chinese have come to save Africa. Yes, and allow me to say this and explain. They have come to save Africa. You walk to Italy, to the Italians, and tell them to come and construct a road for you. Or you go to the Americans and tell them to construct Mombasa, Nairobi Road. They'll tell you that, oh, we do not compromise our standards. So if you need Nairobi Mombasa Road, you must do it to these standards.
Okay.
And you must do it for this much. So as a country, we are not yet there. We are still a developing country. So what we do, what the Chinese will tell you, that Americans wanted to give you a road that is worth 100 years. It will be there for 100 years at this amount. We can give you the same road, but it will live for 50 years.
Okay.
What you need right now is a road for 50 years. But you don't have that amount. So the Chinese will tell you, Americans wanted to do this road for 400 billion. We can do it at 250 billion. Yeah? But it will not last for as long as the American road would have lasted. So at least we started with, and I can tell, right now, Bitok, you are wearing a suit maybe worth 50K. So I'm sure in the next 10 years...
Why do you want to get me robbed?
Wale watu wote wako na madeni ya Bitok watasimama hapo nje bana.
So Bitok...
Agarado nimwambie nikubaya.
So Bitok, maybe in the next 10 years when we meet, kwa sababu you are growing very fast, I'll meet you wearing a 250K suit or 500K. But you don't need that 500,000 suit right now. What you need is to look decent, is to look, good, appealing to your viewers, and all that. You don't need that one for now, but you'll get there. So the Americans want us to get there like immediately. The Italians, the European, like you have mentioned them. It's not that we are compromising quality, no. What we are reducing is the life, the durability of that road, the durability of that SGR, the durability of that project. When we go to the Chinese, they are able to cut a piece of cloth with regard to what we can afford. Are we together? If you want, China is one of an amazing country in this world. You can go to China and you want a phone. The most expensive phone, you can get it from China, Huawei, the most expensive in the world.
Okay.
And the cheapest, you will still get it in China. Kwa hivyo ni soko ya kila mtu. Tajiri na maskini. You go to the Americans, they'll tell you, oh no, here it's only iPhone, my friend. We don't recognize these other small stuff. Okay? So, and that's why you see the African markets are not flooded with items from America or maybe Europe, because for them they have standards and they have markets. Their people are okay. Their citizens they live above average, so they can afford some of those stuffs. But when it comes to Africa, sisi tunahitaji tupatiwe kulingana na uwezo wetu wa kununua. And the only place we can go to is China.
Okay.
So we don't
Solo. hakuna vile unasema sisi tuchukue loan alafu tuchukue kitu mbaya.
No. Sijasema. You see now I avoided that because I said we are not compromising quality. What we are reducing is the lifetime of this project.
Okay.
So this if we needed a 100 years road, of course we would have cost more. We are going to give it 50. So that the next government will give it 100 years. And that's what I'm saying.
You see, so low, hii kitu ni kizungu mingi unaongea tu. But hii ni kizungu mingi unaongea. But what you are saying ni laje. Tumekimbilia China kwa sababu vitu zao ni cheap na vitu zao hazikai. That is what you have said, Solo. Na mimi kitu nasema hivi.
Sio vitu zao hazikai ni kwa sababu zile zinakaa hatuwezi kununua. We cannot.
But wacha nikuulize, Solo. Wacha nikupe example ya Uhuru Highway. Mnakumbuka wakati maendeleo chap Alfred Mutua aliweka mawe? Mnakumbuka? Kwa beautification ya hiyo stretch. Tukakuja wakati wa hiyo ilikuwa wakati wa Kibaki. Tukakuja na Kidero akaweka nyasi. Mnakumbuka? Alafu tukakuja na Sonko sijui aliweka farasi ama aliweka nini? Simba. And then hizi vitu zote zinakaa muda kidogo unasikia budget ni 70 million.
Wakati aliimpeachwa ikabebwa pia.
Hiyo Simba ikaenda kutishia MCA huko. The point I'm making ni laje. When we are planning for a country, let us look for the future. Unaona? Hakuna vile tunaweka hiyo mawe 70 million, tunapanda miti, hiyo miti zilibomolewa. Angalia saizi na express highway, hiyo vitu yote imefanya nini? Imetolewa. But remember, taxpayers money was used. Hiyo pesa sasa ilienda wapi? Unaona? Kuna mtu alipanda miti, kuna mtu alipaka nini? The point I'm making nile, when we think of government development, watch all government agencies zikuje pamoja and we think of the best way out. Hii kazi ya kufanya vitu shagala bagala hivi kidogo utapata another government agency imeenda kupaint hizo pillars za nini, hizo pillars za expressway, iseme zinakaa vibaya, acha tuzipime. Then after a month another government agency kuja iseme hapana, hii paint haikuwa mzuri, acha tuweke paint nyingine. So lo, mimi umeona Mbagathi Way, you have seen the way Mbagathi Way is built. Have you ever seen it being recarpeted?
No.
You've never seen Mbagathi being recarpeted? Kwa sababu when Raila Amolo Odinga was the minister for roads, they tried some new technology of making roads. And that road is going to last forever. Na wale watu wenye walilipia.
That is what the Chinese are doing on Oyaki.
No way.
That's what they are doing. That is what they are doing. And by the way, my friend, let me tell you, we have been here. This is Thika Road. Show me a pothole along Thika Road. For now, over 10 years. Show me one pothole.
Every time
no.
you're driving there.
Where?
It is always being recarpeted.
Where? You know,
I cannot pay, I cannot be specific.
Adding of chips, adding of chips does not mean that is repair. No.
What is that?
I'm talking of potholes, my friend. Show me one.
Just one. Chips inafanyanga nini? I might not be a road expert, but you seem to be one. Hiyo kuweka chips ni kufanya nini? Kama
ulisoma friction, and wear and tear. You understand. So I'm not talking about chips.
Wachana mnganganda. Mimi najua ni chakula.
So like when it's raining, the friction is actually reduced and you are likely to slide. So that's why they add some of those chips just to make sure that even if you're driving fast, you are not likely to slide out of the road. And that is not repair, my friend.
What is that?
That is increasing road safety.
That is maintenance.
And that is being done over 10 years. I'm telling you.
No.
Let me tell you. You have not seen the road being recarpeted.
It has been.
Where?
I cannot be able to recall the exact place.
You cannot be able and you are saying it has been repaired.
I don't see it every day. But Solo nataka tukitoka hapa.
I am telling you.
Tukitoka hapa tuende ni kuonyesha mahali limonange kwa recarpeted.
I am telling you. A road done by a Kenyan contractor compared to a Chinese contractor, it's like heaven and earth. The Chinese are able to give us quality in this country and go around and ask. In fact, what I always tell Kenyan contractors, you always cry and ask for these contracts. Once you are given the job, it's shoddy. You want to make big cuts out of it. Roads done by the Chinese in this country are good. And they cut the piece of cloth according to what we have in the pocket.
Unless kizungu ni ile mkitaka barabara na hamna pesa kuja itaisha baada ya miezi kidogo. That is what you're saying.
Sio miezi.
But there is something you didn't respond to, Kuria. The issue of value for money. You get the point that nilieleza hii kitu and I expected you to at least have a rebuttal. Have you ever taken the SGR?
Yes.
Umeichukua.
Yes.
Na umeona vile
it's amazing.
Where?
It's amazing.
What is amazing about the SGR?
There is what we say, we talk. hata ukiingia kwa matatu unapata kama uko na haraka ungesafiri jana. You know, Kenyans, organize yourself. If you're going to Mombasa or Akili, if you're going to Mombasa, it doesn't mean that you just woke up and planned to go to Mombasa.
Okay.
In fact, I don't look at speed when I'm going to Mombasa.
Yeah.
What I look is over the window. I want to see. I want to see when it gets to the national park, Nairobi National Park. I want to see the animals. I want to look out and see. But I can tell you, it is faster than the buses.
It's not.
That is a fact.
If you have looked at the maximum speeds, it does.
Faster.
And I don't want us to speak more about that. Najaribu kuangalia more about the value. Okay. Last year, it made losses of $1 billion. What does that mean? We are getting taxpayers' money to still maintain it, and at the end of the day, pay for the premiums and it is a loan.
It still actually has a budget allocation.
It has a budget allocation. Yeah. So the point I'm making, Nile, mimi sina shida.
But for the Naivasha section.
No. Even for the Mombasa. For the Mombasa.
No, where? For what?
Look at the budget.
No,
it's making losses.
There's 26 billion for Naivasha, Nairobi.
And Kenya Railways is still being... Kenya Railways bado inapewa pesa?
Yes.
And that money, part of it goes there. Last year, it made a loss of $1 billion, right? Your loss of $1 billion, remember, it has recurrent expenditure on nearly on daily basis. And at the end of the day, you're paying loan. Wewe solo, unaweza chukua loan, ununue matatu. At the end of the month, unatoa pesa yako, unalipia loan hiyo matatu, na unalipa wafanyikazi na una fuel. Hiyo ni biashara gani?
Unajua vile tunafaa tujue. SGR is not going anywhere. SGR will be here with us.
We have not said it's going anywhere solo. We have not said hata tutaki itolewe. We love it. Lakini we need to optimize it. We need to optimize it.
The debate I would want to have with you is this: how to take SGR from Naivasha to Malava border.
Okay.
The only time that project is going to break even is when it gets to Malava border. Up to now, do not and revisit the retro of the economics you have. Are we together? We have to increase the coverage of this project to Malava border, and that is the only time we are going to experience a break even in the project. And right also, now, we shall still come to Bitalk's show and complain.
We are not complaining. You know, we are telling the people who have access to the president like you, at least mujaribu kupeleka balalamishi. Sisi tumejaribu, hatuwezi fikia president. Lakini wewe kwa sababu president anachukua simu zako, muambie kwamba hiyo wakati tunataka number one speed iongezeke kidogo na coverage izidi. Na hii mambo ya losses, na pia hatutaki wa Chinese waendelee cooperate. Why should we be having Chinese wakikuwa hapo watoke and let them transfer that knowledge to Kenyans?
They will not live here forever. There's an agreement. They didn't sign an eternity agreement with the government.
Okay.
They're going to leave at some point.
Hiya. Tusonge, talking about taxes, the parliament has shut down the taxes on border and Mukate. So I don't know how but we are now falling short by how many billions on the tax budget, on the budget. What do you make of this, Wakili? Ama nianze na
anza na serikali.
Anaonekana anataka ribato. So let me say this. Where were they? You know, budget making process isn't an event. It's actually a process. Where were they? And the budget committee sat down and listened to all departmental committees in parliament. So every departmental committee had time to go to and have a sit down with the budget committee, and they gave their views. What they are trying right now, the members of parliament, is to play what I would call politics of populism. They have discovered that they allowed a budget to be read before the House, and it had introduced taxes touching on the common mwananchi, especially on bread, mukate, and boda. They're now pretending like they have just woken up from slumber, and they now want to revert that and say, apana, mukate na boda odoa. Where are they? They're just trying to play populism. And you remember, even during the fuel levy debate, you remember, some of the members of parliament were coming out here, hey, ni mbaya, that is bad. When they go to parliament, they vote yes. So we need to call out their hypocrisy, because they had to see this before it happened. They had to tell the minister, no, because we have seen the budget estimates. Before you highlight them on the floor of the House, make sure you don't have this and this. Because before he reads, until the last minute, there is insertion of figures and deleting of figures and taxes from the budget highlights. But they waited until he read them, and now they are coming out. I think they're just trying to play politics. I don't see it going through. What they're trying to say, ni kama vile unakumbuka sometimes Moses Kuria. Wakati wanaongea mambo ya mshahara kule bungeni, when they are debating how to increase their salaries, he's not talking. But once he comes out here, when he knows it is very inconsequential, before the cameras he says, mimi yangu wakiniongezea sitachukua. But he is supposed to say that in parliament. Are we together? I'm saying they were supposed to have said this before it happened. And I know they have like 3 sittings remaining to discuss the debate, the bill, before now the president signs it and it becomes the Finance Act of 2021-2022. But I don't see them getting much. They should have started this long time ago. The process started immediately we had the other budget. That is in the year 2020, June, that year. Okay. By August, the budget making process for this nation started August 2020. Up all the way up to now June. We are now in June 24th. And they are now trying to bring this issue right now. Where have they been? Okay.
So wananchi wapiga ushuru.
Wabunge wapewe viboko.
They are hypocrites.
Okay. The problem we have with our legislators and even our county assembly members nile, they are better out there kwa matanga, kwa media, na kwa vitu zingine. And I think tutafika hiyo mambo ya masomo ya viongozi. Hiyo kitu nataka tuongee sana. So our leaders, when they are on the decision making table, uko where their voice is more heard, awasemangi kitu. Lakini akikuja kwa matanga, kwanza wale wa MCAs wetu, akikuja kwa matanga ndiye anasema hii barabara tutafanya hivi na hivi, hii ECD tutafanya hivi na hivi, hii mto tutaosha. But akifika kwa county assembly, hiyo kizungu ama Kiswahili inapotea. Where the real action is inapotea. The same thing with our legislators hapa parliament. They are better off, most of them, their voices are only heard on the media. Okay. Uko mahali inafika sasa kwa kulegislate, kufanya oversight na kufanya nini, hawako. So mpaka unashangaa hii yenye wanakuja kucomplain mambo ya mkate, mambo ya bodaboda na mambo ya nini. Kwani wameiona saizi? Hii ni kitu imekuwa huko. Okay. So as my brother said, at least for once we agree, is that as leaders, ongea where you need to make decisions. Okay. Let your voice be heard where it matters. It doesn't matter ukikuja kusema huko nje na ukikuja kufanya nini. Huko it doesn't matter. Haitusaidii. This is just populist. Na hiyo ni upozi kabisa. Shenzi.
Wakwende
huko kabisa. Wakwende.
Wanapiga kelele.
Tukimaliza hapa mnem barabara na jina yangu juu nimesema shenzi hapa chini.
Haya nimeona pia wamerudisha signboard ya baba Atwoli. Hata raundini ya concrete jibu taichoma aje. Now going to Kiamba. Siasa inaendelea kunoga as for Central Kenya. Things are getting tense in Central Kenya. It looks like Central Kenya will be the center of politics in this country as we move towards 2022. There's a conversation that the deputy president is going to pick Njuri as his running mate. I don't know where that came from. But first of all, let's start with Kiamba. Do you think who's going to have it easy in Kiamba between UDA and Jubilee?
I've always told you. And don't call it biased opinion.
Okay. Of course it is.
It is.
I mean, by the fact that you are Jubilee, it has to be biased.
No. I would like to tell you. Go ask the UDA candidate. He will tell you. Perhaps he knows more than I do. That Kareri Njama is the man of the people. They want him. Like yesterday. The man has been there with them. He started this journey in 2013. He has been with them all along. And he failed in 2013. He failed in 2017. He did not run away. He has been with them until now. And the citizens are saying that, oh, this is a man who has been with us for richer, for poorer, you know, with best moments,
better for worse.
for better for worse. We have been with him here. Okay. So this is our time now to give him a chance to serve us. He has served us even when he is not elected. Kareri Njama has taken children to school and they have finished, including the top student right now.
Okay.
The student who topped the country last time, last KCSE, is a beneficiary of some money to go through the education process at Moranga High, courtesy of Kareri Njama. And it's not small amounts. That boy was studying at Gachie Primary School. Gachie Primary School is where Kareri Njama comes from. That is Kihara Ward. That is where he comes from. Go and ask for his history. You'll get it. A humble man, a man of the people, a guy who serves people. Okay. And I would like to tell you that, please, UDA, do justice to your candidate. You guys are making him look bad because you are not selling the candidate. I don't know why.
What are we selling?
You're selling the party. And you know, the people of Kiamba have come to realize that, oh, Kube, these guys are not even with our young man. What they are interested in here in Kiamba is popularizing the party. And the people of Kiamba are also looking at the other side. Okay. The same people who are popularizing their party are tarnishing another party's name. Yeah, you see, when it comes to their candidate, they are not focusing on their candidate. Okay. They are saying it is UDA party. When they now turn and start looking at Jubilee party, they say Jubilee party is dead. The candidate is good, but the party is dead. So the students are saying, who matters? Is it the candidate or the party? So if the candidate is good, why don't we then elect the candidate? You guys are messing up, William, a big time. You know, you go there with the and you have to know that in Central Kenya, we have independent members of parliament. It is the only region with an independent governor from Laikipia. You know, and there was a huge wave between Derito and the former governor. And people elected Derito. In a cosmopolitan area like Thika town, Alice Nganga did not make it. And there we are, with the Macadamia guy, as a member of parliament. Okay. People from Central Kenya have a habit of looking at who and not which party. Okay. And these guys have come with the party. They're saying, elect the party, UDA, Nini. And we are going there and telling them, guys, you have been with the Kareri Njama. Please. Hata kama munaona kuna shida hapa na hapa kidogo nini. Si huyu jamaa mnamjua. Si amekuwa na nyinyi. And by the way, they are accepting and they're saying, Kareri has been here with us. He understands the terrain of Kiamba. There is no any ward out of the 5 wards that he has not visited. There is no any location that he has not visited. There is no any primary school out of the 34 that he has not visited and talked to the learners. So I'm saying, John has been my friend. We were with him in Jubilee. Actually, John was the chairman of the Jubilee.
And Kareri was in Asla.
No, let me finish. John was the chairman of the Jubilee Youth League in Kiambu. No, Kiambu County. Okay. Kiambu County. So he was my junior because I was his chairman nationally until he defected. Okay. And I'm telling him, bro, now you have been given a chance to study your constituency. You have been here, you have not had a chance to study your constituency. Take this time, study your constituency. This guy has experience, has been with the people, let him serve. Come next time, try your chance. Okay. With facts. And today, I will not go to vie for a position in this country, anywhere, if I have not done my background study and I have the issues of my constituents that I want to serve at the fingertips. It looks awkward when you stand before people and they tell you to address an issue and you just look like them. You have no idea. The first thing is, go study the constituency, know what the people want, know the issues affecting them, come now with proposed solutions, because you cannot give people solutions. You're not government. Give proposals of what you are likely to do when you have that. The best placed person to serve the people of Kiamba is none other than Kareri Njama. And I tell you, it will be victory that will be so convincing, decisive, with a big margin. Let us keep it here. 15th of July 2021.
You know why I love my brothers from Jubilee is that they are very optimistic, even in the face of adversity. Whatever is speaking, some of his senior members, in even those who are close to the president, have predicted otherwise. Okay. I mean, you saw what Mutahi Ngunyi tweeted. I guess you saw, or rather you might have spoke it in one of your meetings. The people in Jubilee already know that they have lost this one. Okay. And that is why you realize that my brother Solo here is now trying to say that we are not selling the candidate, that we are selling the party. It's so crazy that he's alleging that what UDA is doing there is trying to sell a candidate only, is trying to sell a party only and leaving the candidate outside. How can you do that? You know, where we are is that we're in a multi-party democracy. Yeah. In a multi-party democracy, you have to come as a candidate, whether independent or with a vehicle that is backing you. And in this instance, UDA is the hustler party that is backing our Njuguna aspirant. So at the end of the day, the two have to be in tandem, the candidate and the party. And I can tell you for sure that if you look at the kind of campaigns that are being led by Gachagua, by Moses Kuria, I've seen quite a number of members of parliament there. I've seen the likes of Cherargei. The kind of campaigns they're leading in Kiamba, they're issue-based politics. Okay. They're meeting with the real people who we spoke earlier on, the people who do not have an opportunity to get to some of these posh hotels. I know the Jubilee candidate has more focused on meeting people in posh hotels. So where are the Mamambogas and the Boda guys and the Mkokoteni people? Where are they going to get that opportunity to get into those hotels where they're meeting from? So for us, we are focusing on making changes to the real people. That is why for the last 3 weekends, we've been doing that, the challenge of Jaza Wheelbarrow, where you go with a wheelbarrow to a market and unajaza farm produce, so that at the end of the day, you empower the very people at the lower side of the pyramid. This is what I can tell you, Gerald. Out of the 5 wards in Kiamba, as of today, we are winning 4. And the margin is going to be very big. And as we have said before, this is going to be the real death. This is going to be the burial of Jubilee as a party. This is going to, and we are going to finalize Mambo ya Jubilee Kiamba. And from there, I'm going to lead the coronation, or rather the welcoming of Solo to the Hustler Party, because he's told me that once they lose at Kiamba, he's going to come into the Hustler Party.
His way back.
Solo, we have a position for you, we have a space for you. As a young man, as a hustler, hiyo mambo ya Kiamba wachana nao, kwa sababu itakuwa aibu sana. Have you been to Kiamba to campaign? No. Yes. Umekuwa ukijificha sana. The reason why umekuwa ukijificha ni kwa sababu unajua mmepoteza.
No, ask me talk. I've been in Kiamba, I've been in Mogoga, and I was there as late as Sunday. Yeah, I was there. And we launched our campaigns. You know, you guys, we had given you some time to
you can't give us
showcase
time.
What you have. And we realized that, Kube, you guys are not even hustlers. The kind of machines you are displaying.
Which machines?
Hand rovers,
those are machines from Goodwill.
Those are machines X-Trails, Nissan Patrols, V8s.
Those are Goodwill.
Those are the machines you are campaigning with over there. And then when we came with our heavyweights, you said, the show of might is going to work against you. Why are you not campaigning using wheelbarrows? As a matter of fact,
kwa markets tumekuwa tukizunguka tukichukua vitu na wheelbarrow.
But from one ward to the other ward, why are you not driving people on wheelbarrows? You are not telling people that you really need these other machines. You cannot you're saying you cannot sell wheelbarrow mentality and it works on its own. No, it can't work. You have also realized, Kube, wheelbarrow haiwezi nipeleka banana kutoka Gashie, haiwezi nipeleka, so I still need this machine.
Lakini watu wote wanatembeanga na machungwa Solo. Ama wa Jubilee mnatembea na mikono. Unaendesha mikono.
Hatujawahi sema kama Jubilee ati mikono tunaweza tembea kwa mikono. Lakini nyenye hii watu ya UDA wanasema ati wheelbarrow ndio future hii Kenya. How do you say that the wheelbarrow is the future of Kenya and it cannot take you from Gashie to banana? You still need hii machine ambayo mnasema ni ya dynasty. I am sure you let me not go to that. But yes, but what we need to say and what we need to tell our people, that they need these things. I mean, I want to become a dynasty when I grow up. Yes. I'm looking forward to being your dynasty. Munasemanga ati ile dynasty ni baya ile. That is what I want to become. Because no. Let me finish.
Okay.
Because being a dynasty, you have what you need. You are almost at self-actualization. And that is what we wake up every day looking for. Then how can you then say that ile kitu ni mbaya? Ati ile dynasty ni baya. He will borrow.
Lakini mulifikaje kwa dynasty?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you lastly. Go to that constituency. And that's what I'm saying. John needed to have studied that constituency. That is Kiamba. That is Kiamba of Jenga Karume. That is Kiamba of Stanley Githunguri. That is Kiamba in Kiambu. You don't take that mentality to those people. These people got coffee. These people got tea. These people got dairy farming. These people want to make their life better. You don't go telling them that now the best way is for you to be waiting for us tukuje tuwafanyie shopping. Na tukiwafanyia shopping tunaenda. No, you don't. Hizo vitu za philanthropy na kupeana peana.
That was not philanthropy.
No. That is philanthropy na kuambia watu
mimi nimeenda kwa market nimefanya shopping ya mboga. Is that philanthropy?
No.
Hiyo ni philanthropy.
Wewe ukubeba ukapeleka kwangu.
Nilipeleka kwangu.
No.
Go to my
we know what you're doing. We know what you're doing.
Sawa.
Hiyo chakula iko yote
you are even giving people unga. And I'm asking, munapea watu unga sahi. You guys, where have you been? And the people of Mogoga were asking me actually. Ni kweli wanakuja na unajua ukiletoa unga ni sawa utachukua. Na nitachukua hiyo unga na nitakula ni sawa. Lakini baada ya campaign huyu mtu bado inamaanisha nikimchagua unga nitakuwa naendea kwake. You should go with the visions, ambitions beyond unga. Kupelekea watu unga manake
let's leave that because guys
lazima nikuwe na right of response.
Okay, very quickly.
Number one, sisi hatusemi kwamba nikitaka kuenda ngambo napanda wheelbarrow kuenda ngambo. The wheelbarrow symbol
ndege ya madynasty.
The wheelbarrow symbol ni ile tunajaribu kusema kwamba at the end of the day we need to have some kind of bottom up approach. Ile mambo ya wheelbarrow ni mahali unaanzia, hata wewe kwako unajua uko na wheelbarrow. Ile kuonyesha kwamba hao watu wanazunguka town na mkokoteni na wheelbarrows wanafaa waheshimiwe so that wakiheshimiwa walipe taxes ikuje kufund nyinyi madynasty. Kitu ya pili umesema kwamba huko tunafanya philanthropy huko Kiamba. When we do that shopping every weekend, hiyo chakula tunapeleka makwetu. But pia ukijaribu ukienda kupita ukipata mtu ako na njaa, si utampea. You know, so there are immediate problems za wananchi. There are short term and there are mid terms. This is even wewe unafanya kama mwanasiasa. Unajua saa zile umekaa kwako weekend huko ushago, kuna mama anakuja anakuambia nyewe sijafanya nini? Sijakula siku 3. Utamwacha?
That's politics of deceit.
No, it's not politics of deceit. There should be immediate. Hawezi ongelesha mtu mwenye ako na njaa solo. Solo you do these things wacha kupretend.
Haya, tusonge masani mbaya. NASA Joe leo amekuja amesema kwamba NASA imezama na pia Gideon Moi has left One Kenya Alliance. I mean, no sooner it started than it ended. One Kenya Alliance, clearly Gideon Moi is now dangling his carrots with Raila Odinga. Well, Joe is accusing the NASA principals of having a backdoor affair or having a dedicated partnership with WSR. So there seems to be a serious crack in NASA, which is already very visible. And also One Kenya Alliance, which had been doubted as the president's lab baby, is collapsing as well as Gideon Moi leaves it towards angling towards Raila Odinga.
Gerald,
how do you look at the political
formations? This is where we have
a
problem. Most of these alliances, they don't have a vision, as in an agenda. And that is why they're breaking so quickly. Okay. Because mimi ukiangalia kama NASA, unajua 2017 ndulikuwa ile upande mwingine, NASA ilikuwa ile upande mwingine. The reason why they came together was to fight Uhuru and Ruto. There was no agenda for Kenyans. And that is why after the elections ilisha handshake ikakuja 2018, NASA ilikufa kifo cha mapema sana.
Okay.
Because they didn't have an agenda. They didn't have anything that was bringing together. Whatever that was bringing them together is to stop Ruto and Uhuru from getting back to the presidency and the deputy presidency. The moment they did not achieve that, then they did not have any song ya kuletea wananchi. The same thing na One Kenya Alliance. The way it was formed, hakuna kitu walikuwa nayo in mind. All they had in mind is to prevent William Samoei Ruto from being the president of Kenya. Sasa wamengangana wao wenyewe wameshindwa kuchagua candidate wao. Wamengangana hawana agenda kwa wananchi. Umeona hata watu wengine wenyewe wako kwa hiyo One Kenya Alliance, sasa ukimwambia enda fanya rally kwako ama enda ita wananchi kwako, they cannot be able to do that. So it's high time we agree that not everybody can be the president. Wacha watulize boli, wacha wa relax, let them join other forces who can be able to drive the agenda of this country. Mimi nilikuwa najua One Kenya Alliance it won't even haiwezi maliza hata miezi 6 miezi 8 kwa sababu they don't have an agenda. NASA unajua imekufa, ni karatasi tu iko huko Wayakiwe kwa office of the Register of Political Parties. So hiyo ni marriage yenye hata tufai kuongelea. Hiyo imeisha, kifo chake kilisha kitambo wakati wa handshake 2018. So ile kitu naambia majamaa, Mudavadi, naambia Kalonzo, naambia Weta, naambia Gideon, tafadhali nyinyi tulizeni boli, tunajua hamwezi kuwa president wa Kenya. Wacha tuone vile tuta drive agenda ya nchi mbele. Unaona? Hata hii agenda nyingine yenye wanajaribu kusema NASA na Jubilee na nini, you know they don't have an agenda for the people. Hata Sola atakwambia hapa, they don't have an agenda. Agenda yao ni moja, William Samoei Ruto. The moment they will start having an agenda for the people, then you will realize wata focus away from William Samoei Ruto, wajaribu kutafutia wananchi solutions. Hiyo ndio kitu yenye tunasema.
All right. On the same lines, and do you think the president is managing these guys? Because every time tuliambiwa hii One Kenya Alliance ndio sasa rais amesema itengenezwe, hii ndio serikali. Kidogo we saw them at State House, then it has fizzled out, and the president seems or is said to have moved his attention to Raila Odinga. I mean, what's going on here?
They are all admiring for that support. They are all craving for that support from the president. They all know that the president will be the game changer in 2022. They have done their homeworks. They have seen. So every one of them, and this time round, it's actually, if you remember very well, Kalonzo Musyoka was complaining in 2012 that Kibaki was not endorsing him. Even as we know as much that Kibaki was not that viable politically in 2012. He was not so much involved into politics. But still Kalonzo was looking for his endorsement. Come 2022, all these politicians, including William, are angling for support from His Excellency the President. And therefore, because all of them are coming as possible successors, and he is sitting there, but I believe he is applying some genius methodologies of making sure that every one of them is not offended, except William, who left a long time ago and is trying to come back home. So, One Kenya Alliance and NASA, I would like to tell you, just like in football, there is what we call the transfer window. The transfer window of politics in Kenya is open. This is time for formation of coalitions. This is a time for you to see new political parties. This is a time for you to see new political alignments. Some which will be jaw-dropping. Because you'll see someone whom you completely didn't think that would join the other camp, and they have joined. You have seen talks of Jubilee and ODM forming a coalition. And I'm telling you, please, UDA should pray that doesn't happen.
Because we want it to happen.
No. Let me say. Let me prosecute my case. I let Wakili. Wakili likes interrupting. So
I interrupt when you mess.
I am saying that UDA should pray and pray hard that doesn't happen. Because if Jubilee joins or works or forms a coalition with ODM, that is the head of William Ruto as far as 2022 is concerned.
Hello?
It is over. Remember, there are people you should not actually think of working with. You will know, you should know that where Raila Amolo Odinga will be in 2022, Kalonzo Musyoka will be there. Musalia Mudavadi will be there. Wetangula will be there. And now you are saying with Raila, Kalonzo, Musalia, and Wetangula, and Gideon Moi, because I will tell you why Gideon Moi is so important in the matrix of 2022. So important. And then here is Uhuru Kenyatta now coming and joining this camp of Raila Amolo Odinga. My friend, it is finished. And it is finished this way. when you bring Raila Odinga, you bring Gideon Moi, and you bring Uhuru Kenyatta and put them in one basket, you have brought 3 aspects. When Uhuru Kenyatta walks into that arrangement, he walks in with a government system. And it runs all the way. It runs all the way. Let me tell you, it runs all the way. You have to understand what is system. I'm not talking about the deep state, the imaginary deep state you guys talk about. I'm saying about a system that works all the way from Harambee House to the office of the sub-chief in the village. That is what I'm saying about.
Administration. You're talking about administration.
And that
so you're saying you can misuse the administration?
No. I'm saying that is pure source of intelligence. That is what I'm saying. Pure.
So is that not misuse?
No,
because that's
misuse.
politics.
It's not misuse. Okay. If you are the president running the state, these people must tell you who is popular here, who is not popular, and they will tell you these are the issues. These are the issues people are complaining about, and you will know what to take to the people. Okay. That is the intelligence I'm talking about. So that system and numbers.
Okay.
He still has massive following in this country. That is Uhuru Kenyatta. Raila Odinga is not known to give too much, but Raila Odinga has fanatical following. So he'll come in with what? With numbers.
Okay.
Then there's this guy I've mentioned, Gideon Moi.
Gideon.
Yes, son of Moi.
Hey.
Gideon will walk in
with the numbers.
He will not walk in with the numbers. Gideon will walk in with a very important component in politics. Old money.
Okay.
He will walk in.
He's not also known to give anything.
No. You don't say that. When the stakes are too high. Remember in 2013 and 2017, the stakes were not any high. This time, ni kama hata yeye risasi ni moja. So he will come with old money. So we have numbers, old money. And then we have other political players. Kalonzo Musyoka will walk in with numbers.
There's a phone ringing. Please check.
Yes. Kalonzo Musyoka will come with numbers from Ukambani. Musalia Mudavadi will come with his following of the lawyer. Joe will come with costs.
Okay.
Are we together? And therefore, so tell me, my friend William will be landlocked in the rift. So if these guys join hands together, it's over. Wakili, it's over. And I'm really playing that it comes so that I will raise my concern and say, why do we need an election? Why do we need an election? Why do we need to go to an election? We know this is the perceived winner, and this person is going to win anyway. It's going to be a walkover, and Kenya is going to have peace, and that's why we are looking forward for that. And lastly, remember what united NASA was not actually fighting William. William was not fighting in 2017.
They said William and
it's not him. It is Uhuru Kenyatta. And I really want to thank them that today the people, Solomon and Zach Enothia and Wamboi Nyoto and other guys went across the country with the formation of the young people called Tokelezea. We went around actually saying all manner of bad things about those guys. We were saying all manner of things about Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka. I remember at some point some stones were thrown at us in Machakos when we attacked Kalonzo. Kalonzo, Mudavadi, Wetangula, we said all manner of things. And they also had their own formation and they said all manner of bad things about Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. Today, I was shocked that these guys are actually speaking good of Jubilee government more than those elected in Jubilee. And you have to look at that politically and see, we have really matured as a nation. That today, His Excellency, the Deputy President, is the one who speaks ill of the government. And today, Raila Odinga, an opposition leader, is the one who speaks good of the government.
Haya, tufungue bunge, wacha tusikie bunge. Haya, bunge la mwananchi, jambo.
Bunge la mwananchi, jambo.
Jambo, habari asubuhi.
Salama sana, this is Farid Faraja.
Farid Faraja, naona mbadilisha line. Ya jambo.
Salama sana. Sasa
data habari dadi.
Habari ya panelist.
Ndio
kwa salama.
Samba.
Yes sir.
Na kivami into.
Watonya alire.
Tena.
Giteva.
Embu ya tore.
Wabuki.
Kabisa. Sasa turudi Kiswahili, turudi lugha ya taifa bada.
Jamaa anaongea lugha zote.
Wana temodo.
Niko kama no.
Sasa Kiamba hapo ndio unakosea. Tu kila kitu ni kuega, lakini Kiamba.
Mimi niko ground.
Sasa mimi nimetoka Kiamba jana. Nimeshinda Kiamba the whole day. Not campaigning, but kuchukua tu views za watu. Everything is opposite bana Kuria. Tell people whatever is happening on the ground. The truth cannot kill you. Just say it true as it is, however painful it is. It will help us in the ground. Nimetoka Kiamba jana tu.
Unasema hakuna mtu atamchapa.
Kuna the candidate is good. You nani Jama is good. It's loved by the people, but whatever is really happening, the ground has shifted. Whatever Moses Kuria, the Chungwas, the Ndidi Nyoros are telling people, they are buying it.
Okay.
Leave alone these people like Jubilee Reloaded or something. Okay, na
Jubilee Coalition. Ngunjiri. Anaitwa nani Ngunjiri wa nani? Wa Nyeri.
Whatever they are telling people, it is not really resonating well with them.
Okay.
They are trying to remind them about Uhuru Kenyatta, telling them whatever he has done to them. But people, what they want now is an explanation why are they not working with William Ruto?
Yes.
Yet they were given the mandate together.
Okay.
When they went to campaign, they were together. You see now when they are being told that they don't want even to talk about the negotiations that are going between Jubilee and ODM about a coalition in Kiamba now. Because that is going to demark them. And if they can announce their coalition agreement before the election, the maximum they can get is 30%. That is maximum.
30%?
They can announce the coalition now. The maximum percentage they can make with the PNU support, 30%. The rest will be UDM.
Okay.
Number two, I see Kuria marketing the projects that are going on in Nairobi, development and everything. I really feel so bad for our people.
Which people?
If that is
Kuria?
somebody, if Kuria are the one giving us information, they are misinterpreting or not giving us everything. They are being economical with facts.
Okay.
They are not telling us how far we are going to pay these things.
Umeona soko ya daraja mbili? Umeenda soko ya daraja mbili hapo? Nimesikia umekoroka ya huko kwenu Nyamira. Umeenda daraja mbili, umeona project hapo ya mama mboga? Imefanywa na serikali.
Nimeona soko naijua.
Unaijua?
Naijua daraja mbili, I've been there, not once, not twice.
Imetengenezwa vizuri?
Iko vizuri, sikatai. Whatever is really happening Korea.
Hao ni mama mboga.
Mbona mmekuja kwa mboga tena kwa wingi?
Haya, zungumza Farid. Kwa sababu kuna watu wengi kwenye line.
So whatever is happening, this project, for example, from JKIA to Ayakiwe, it was times 3 the initial amount.
Okay.
In a period less than 8 years. Why is the cost multiplying times 3? Yet it was supposed to be done at 23 billion during Kibaki's era. Okay. Number 2, in the same project, now the Mombasa Road is now being narrowed to 2 lanes, from 3 to 2, which means they are telling people to use the
expressway. Okay.
The expressway, which is going to cost people. Why can't they leave the 3 ways down, make their expressway, so that when it is functional, you have an option. The 3 way is not full of traffic, and the expressway is there. Why are they narrowing the way that is now there at the expense of making an expressway? Thank you very much, Gerard. Ambia jamaa Kiamba utaona vumbi.
Coalition unaonaje? Nasikia kuna coalition ya ODM na Jubilee. Kutasonga kutaendaje?
You see now for coalition agreements, you go there with your numbers.
Haya.
It can materialize, but Jubilee has no numbers, more so in the central region where they tend to call it their own stronghold. So people are rejecting it from home. So you cannot go and sell a cow that is being rejected from home.
Haya, jambo bunge la mwananchi. Potea hapo bunge.
Ile itwanga niachie coalition, waachie mimi coalition.
Bunge la mwananchi.
Good morning, Gerard.
Good morning to you, Martin. How are you?
Salama sana.
Habari ya Kasarani?
Kasarani kwema. Nimesikiza show vizuri sana. Na huyu Solomon. kwani Jubilee iko na watu wanakaa namna gani?
Wanakaa hivi tu unaona.
Imagine Solomon is the brightest kwa Jubilee.
Hatuna nose ya plastic.
Ukienda kwa hiyo party unauliza hao tu ndio watu mko, akina Solomon anasema sisi ndio tuko, ni sisi tuko.
Kuna beli nyingine.
Now, picking on from, unajua hii story ya Solomon kusema ati Uhuru Kenyatta is going to add value to Raila Odinga by coming in with the government system. Empirically, Solomon, this government system that you keep, boasting about and, pontificating about, where was it in London Ward, in Rorie, in Kiamba? Kwani Moi hakuwa na that system in 2002? Na kwanza Moi alikuwa na hiyo ya serikali na parallel one ya party na ingine ya wananchi. So this system, don't overrate, this system and saying Uhuru is, it's not going to help you much. And it is not surprising, therefore, that you have been losing these by elections, because if you focus on the system instead of going to the people who matter, who vote. And general elections are a different ballgame, Solomon. The logistics, the planning. So you cannot be able to steal elections. And the constitution of the elections law are very clear. Unajua uchaguzi ni pale kwa polling station. Na kwa constituency.
Unaongeaje ni kama wameplan kuiba bana.
Ukishamaliza elections pale kwa constituency, and pale kwa polling station, hapa Bomas hakuna kitu kingine mtafanya. That is why the Supreme Court nullified elections in 2017. Na pale, how do you see elections, for example, where you do not have even, very huge support? So, watu wa Raila tu waende atafute kura na Uhuru, na this Gideon Kipsele ama naitagwa ni nani the second in. No, if you want to know that a coalition is heading nowhere, just locate Gideon Moi in that coalition. You are done.
Are you trying to say Gideon is the bearing of no bearing?
He is a political pendulum. Yule tu ni kwa Kiswahili wanasema ni kikaragoti. Akiambiwa dance hivi anaenda hiyo side. Akiambiwa rudi hivi anarudi. He is an answer,
Okay.
But more seriously though,
yes.
I would want to inform Solomon that for the last 3 years, Solomon, and this is in regards to the SDR, in the last 3 years, Solomon,
yes,
the operating cost of SDR has been higher than the revenue. And as a result, the operating loss of running the SDR has been 21.68 billion as of September 2020. So when Wakili and Gerard tells you that we are operating that SDR at a loss, it is not about that threat from Sujui Suswat where we are talking about to Naivasha. We are not talking about that. We are seeing the cost of running that SDR, meaning it is not bringing any benefit to us. We are actually going back to Wanjiko and telling him, hey, help us with some money so that we keep this thing going. SDR and Kenya Airways is in the same position.
One WhatsApp group.
To rely on those. They are not helping us at all. Now, I also heard, Solomon saying about, the expanded budget and whatnot. Solomon, today, if you collect 100 shillings from Kenyans as revenue or as tax, 67 shillings is going back to pay our debts and in terms of, the principal and the interest. So when you talk, you could be living in those posh estates, but umeomba pesa ya shailo kuku nje, hata wezi enda na amani, wanakutafuta. The banks are on you. So that is poor management of, finances. We are not saying that, you can build all those projects, but where do you leave us, financially? And that's why Kenyans are not able to survive, because they are, facing so many punitive taxes as government tries to find money to pay these, expensive loans, and the projects that they are, engaging in are not bringing, benefits to Anjiko, if the example is, SDR. So, Solomon, you are saying, you have to get a balance. Do projects, but also don't punish the Wanjiko by, bringing in so many taxes that are unbearable, whereby you kill businesses and, people cannot survive. We are saying get a balance. And it's not difficult, because Kibaki was able to get that balance. Okay. Because we can do politics here and do all those other things, but the truth of the matter is, People are hurting out here. They cannot, survive. They cannot take their kids to school. Our public health system has broken down. Our schools are, so Solomon, I have listened to Solomon and I couldn't help but, pity Kenyans.
Okay.
Solomon, you can do your politics and Jubilee, you can do your politics, but at least have some sense of, compassion and empathy and accept that there are things that are not, you cannot, really justify or defend the indefensible. And I feel, very sad listening to that debate today. I think sometimes we can do better as people. We can do our politics, but let us do better.
Okay. Asante sana Martin. Good morning. Good morning. Bunga la mwananchi.
Habari ya wananchi.
Chonjo. Ndio watu iko hapa.
Wako hapo
Ongelesha au direct.
Salamia my good friend Solomon KURIA.
Yes.
Na anaitwa SAMBA.
Samba wakili.
Yes. So nimesikia Solomon leo anapiga jeki Jubilee sana.
Amegea spring mpya suspension.
Jubilee iko imara.
Jubilee hizi lilikufa kitambo.
Wapi?
Yes, songa bwana. Dead horse.
Ala?
Anasukuma gari haina gurudumu.
Okay, haya. Maoni yako mbio.
Maoni yangu sasa, nasikia anasema project ya Jubilee kuna vitu zimefanywa.
Yes.
Ni project Mombasa Road kuna barabara inajengwa but at what cost?
Yes. Okay.
Mimi natumiaga Mombasa Road kila siku. My friend, ile jam inakuanga hapa acha tu. Ile hasara inaleta hata ni double.
That is for a while.
Na bado tunaambia tunalipia kutumia barabara. Then why are we paying that road kutumia tena na tunatumia tena na tax yetu tunatumika kujenga. Why are we paying? Uliza KURIA kwa nini tunalipia tena kutumia barabara?
Na pia pesa zenu zimetumia kufanya compensations.
Yes, na barabara na shamba yenye inajengwa ni yetu bana ama ni nani si shamba ya serikali?
Nitakuelezea kuhusu hiyo project. Naona hauelewi kuhusu hiyo project. You're not aware.
Haya, sawa ndugu yangu.
Na tunasema sielewi kuhusu project.
Uelewi hiyo project ya expressway, hauelewi kabisa.
Kwani sielewi hazini barabara kama barabara zingine bana.
Unajua kitu inaitwa public private partnership?
You don't care about those nonsense. What you want tunalipa.
Acha nitamuuliza hiyo swali yako alafu atajibu. Bunga la mwananchi jambo.
Hi Gerald, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
Morning to you. This is Muso.
Hi Muso, mambo.
Poa sana.
Sauti safi kama suti ya AREBA.
Habari Muso?
Poa sana. Wow. Ile nimetangwa bonga pomsmoke.
Na sauti inafanana suti yangu. Si nikuletee hiyo suti.
Nikwambie nikiidunga hiyo suti nitatokelezea.
Tuma namba basi.
Anasema tume namba ya M-Pesa kutumia Naivasha. Unajua? Asikia mnaenda Naivasha, atutumia Naivasha, kutumia Naivasha.
Hiyo nayo ni maneno ya hapo nyuma ya tent, tusiseme hadharani, tusichome picha.
Haya, tuambie siasa sasa.
Nakwambia hata nimetokwa na jasho leo. Today was another day. Solomon KURIA, modo wa nyoba.
Mwambiana nyumbani kwa sababu ni kama iko maneno.
Maodo nimega.
Hey Solomon, I have been listening to you gentlemen. I love this show on Wednesdays. At some point nilikuwa nasimama na kaa chini. Asira
inapanda ama ni nini?
In fact nilikuwa najiuliza tuko Kenya moja na Solomon ama what happened? Maybe
ni kama kuna mahali anaendanga anarudi Wednesday asubuhi.
Because everything we've been talking about is completely different from what is happening on the ground.
Okay.
We
ground ya pande gani? Unajua inaweza kuwa ya Kilimani na tunaongea juu ya Mushadha.
In fact, nimeona I'm suspecting anaongea kuhusu Seychelles ama mahali pale Caribbean Islands huko. Unaona huko it is not the same Kenya. I'm not an economist, so I do not have that much authority to discuss the pluses and minuses of the infrastructure development. But let me admit that I had no qualms initially, but when it came to a point where we do not have meals on Kenyan's table, it does not matter how grand our projects are when the ordinary mwananchi does not have healthcare and does not have basic provisions on the table. So I considering I am one person who was supportive of Uhuru passionately, I'm not going to start criticizing those projects with emotion right now. And like somebody has told Solomon, where we are at, Jubilee is a carcass. It is completely deaded. Like koof dead, like finished, like kaput. Feel completely. It is true. What Jubilee has done, or has not done, all will do, all has not delivered. At this point, 13 months to election, we thank the government for what it has done. We mourn what has gone wrong. Tunaenda tukiponganga. What is confusing me right now?
What is alive? Nini iko hai?
Yani, hii maja inaenda wapi? Why are we finishing Raila politically? Why do we have that bad heart? Why don't we want that there? The way he has fought for liberation of this country, why don't we want him to lose honorably? Losing, he's going to lose. Why are we making him want to lose miserably? Because by Jubilee collating or merging with ODM, it means now we are stamping the death of the political career of good old son of Adonijah. Okay. It is not fair. So, Solomon, I will send you to the party and please tell those stalwarts there.
The dead party? You're sending me to a dead party?
Yes, to the grave.
Has it gone the grave ama iko mochari?
Ni chama gani iko hai? Na Husemi ni chama gani iko hai?
Iko mochari, but the Jubilee iko mochari.
Which party is alive? Which party is alive?
Let me tell you, ukienda kwa registrar of political parties uko list ya parties Kenya ni mingi sana. But ile moja naweza kuashua sahihi haiko alive of all those millions ziko registered. Wacha ni kuashua my dear.
Nipe moja ile iko hai.
Jubilee ni dead, na tafadhali kireke age kwere muro wa maiso. We do not want Raila to. He's an old man and stop torturing that gentleman. Stop. Do not merge with him. Let him operate with Kalonzo. Aluz na Kalonzo wake. Aluz na Mudavadi wake. Probably Kipsele is okay akienda upande huo for purposes of, variety. Kuluz wanaluz hiyo ni guarantee.
Okay.
But if you ask to believe there, we are finishing. It will be an international embarrassment. From outer space Pluto, they'll be looking there like there is a country in Kenya. The opposition has seen a beating. But okay, what we are saying is that we report our veteran politicians and we do not want
if wishes were horses.
Asante sana.
Atikagora Kiamba. Modo ami, honestly. I love you.
Unanipenda tena?
Tafadhali. Kwanza mambo ya Kiamba hata usiongee tuanzia.
Kiamba kunaendaje pale? Mso.
You saw what they said, Nani Karini Njama said the other day on Inoro. The people who are vying in Kiamba are ni oki. Yaani ni watu wakuja. Nyinyi watu mkishika microphone Kiamba mnachomea Kariri kura 3,000. Mwingine akiongea mnamchomea zingine 1,000. You want that guy to lose apate kura 300 kama zile za nani Murathe alipata Katanga? Let people lose honorably, but let's do one thing. Kenya is looking forward. We disagree with the Jubilee party on only one aspect. That was our party with you. We only disagreed on the aspect of the tension and the hate that has been spread. But we love our brothers there and we want to tell them as we are headed towards 2022, as you guys are going to lose, we want to ask you kindly, let the losing be a bit polite. We do not want it to be like the way Kibaki Charanga Duhuru in 202. We want it to be a margin which can be nicely put on a graph. Hiyo ile iko steep sana. Exponentially. Naitaje ile Mutahikagwe anasemanga those big English words.
The numbers have been going up exponentially. All right.
That word, we should look for a Kikuyu word for it. But at this point, every Kenyan can get it that Jubilee is finished, and that UDA and the wheelbarrow movement is the way to go. Not because of anything else. It is because of the passion that we had for the same Jubilee in 2013 is the same passion we have. This time it is laced with love, with awareness, with lack of divisions. We refuse to be divided and to be told who you si mwizi, huyu ni wetu, huyu si wetu, huyu ni moki, huyu si moki. So umesikia Kuria? Umesikia mapenzi, nimekupatia mapenzi.
That sounds very romantic, Muso. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but pass the message to our people, to our family back. Otherwise, we talk. Mimi na wewe bumper to bumper after this. And wakili.
Yes.
The wakili who...
Beat me phone.
I will definitely beat you phone and let's keep the fire burning.
Zama beat me wire.
Thank you for making the morning.
Thank you so we really appreciate. Good morning, Bungala Manyenchi. Bungala Manyenchi, jambo.
Jambo Gerard.
How are you, sir?
Ni Kelvin kutoka Ruiru. Nakwambia ile yako zenye tight umepata.
Pole, naona umengangana sana. Hongera, naona final umemake it.
Habari ya panel.
Salama sana. Wako fiti hapa?
Aya, sasa.
Yes, sir.
Tuanze hapa. Jubilee is dead. Jubilee is dead na ilikufa 2017. The moment they allowed President Uhuru to get into power, hiyo ndio time wa ilikufa.
Okay.
So for Solomon to tell us that they are still strong and working,
yes,
my friend, tell us another story.
You want
now,
another
coming
story?
To kutoka nikiwa hapa Ruiru, niko Juja constituency. I'm expecting a photocopy of Juja kama Kiamba.
Yeah.
Haya, sasa turudi kwa hii mambo ya kusema vijana ati we don't participate, we don't table our tenders. My friend, I have been tabling those tenders. Now it's my third year. Na kila mwaka, wacha nikwambie, watu wenye wanachukuaga hizo tenders sasa si vijana.
Okay.
Watu wanachukuanga hizo tenders si kina mama. Watu wanachukuanga hizo tenders si walemavu. Ni watu wako na vitambi, watu wako na tai zao, and we all know these things are happening in our country. But the unfortunate thing is that we have lawyers, we have very big people who are supposed to be pointing out these things, who are supposed to be facing the government.
Okay.
And we are not seeing that. Actually, we are seeing the opposite of that.
Okay.
Now, coming to this forum na kusema venye serikali iko sawa kama venye Solomon anasema, my friend, we are not in the same country. Kabisa, at all.
Okay.
I don't want to take much time ya watu wengine wenye kwa line. That's all for today.
Asante sana, salimia watu wa Ruiru. Shukuru sana.
Haya, karibu.
Haya, ukiona Solomon hapo mnunulie kahawa ama chai. Ni mtu mungwana sana. Anatembeanga hapo.
Sawa.
Karibu na kasa.
Kabisa.
Haya.
Kabisa.
Asante. Alright. Bunga la Manyenchi.
Hello.
Bunga la Manyenchi. Yes, sir.
My name is Isaac. I'm calling you all the way from Seattle, Washington. We love your show.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I was trying to figure out where the number is coming from. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All the guys from diaspora, Seattle. We love you, man. We love you right back.
So, thank you very much. So huyo mso ameongea. I think she has a very, very valid point.
Okay.
I only want to make a very small contribution and observation.
Please, you're welcome, sir.
And this is what is going to make, to my opinion, William Ruto to win. I think huyu jamaa support Jubilee, sijashika jina yake.
Solomon Kuria.
Ametuelezea vile Solomon Kuria. Kuria ametuambia vile Moi, Raila, Mudavadi watashikana wote. That's what we call a tribal politics.
Yes.
But Ruto is trying to sell another narrative away from tribes.
Okay.
And he has taken a very huge gamble. But I think that is what is going to make him succeed. This time round, tribal politics will not work. This guy called Senator Kangata was here.
Okay.
Amefungua kiosk hapa ya UDA office. And I'm telling you, I was surprised by even the Kenyans who are here, the kind of support or the enthusiastic they have for UDA. It's a movement, and the message is selling to the ground.
Okay.
Kiamba, Jubilee is going to lose unless they try some other funny ways of winning that election, which I hope will not happen. But competitive politics is good.
Okay.
And I am only wishing the best people with the best message that will sell to win that seat.
Okay.
Otherwise, that was just my small contribution. We love your show, and I continue doing that. Keep it up.
Thank you so much, my brother, all the way from Seattle. No, we are international. We appreciate. Keep tuning in. Please don't leave the broadcast. Let's keep having the conversation. And if possible, let's also have a talk on the side.
Okay.
Tunajaribu kufanya safari ya America. Nataka kuleta tackle pale diaspora. So, we would appreciate to build a team there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless. Okay. Naona ndugu yangu, I'm seeing my friend Mbugwa from he's been calling in severally. Mbugwa, hajachelewa. Jambo
bitoka.
Bwana, pole sana, nimekuweka kwa laini mtu wangu.
Leo simu yako iko tight.
Pole. Sasa ndio niliwaambia mnunue ile ya kuweka line ya mkakataa.
Solomon amefanya watu wamechemuka damu kabisa.
Ongea naye yako hapa.
But I want to tell him something,
Yes.
I want to remind him of what Uhuru talked about Mudavadi some time back. Na vile aliongea juu ya Raila. Nataka nimwambie hii and we can take it to the bank. Sasa hii ya 2022 Uhuru atawacha kwa mataa live. Hiyo yao na Gideon na Tuoli na Wetangula hiyo. Waanze kutafuta basi nyingine ya kutembea nayo. But he still stuck on Uhuru and hii chama yao.
Okay.
Hapana. Kenya every election cycle the formations are different. So I think he is a young man. He should be smart enough, and he should go back in history and look at what has happened along the way. Okay. So this Jubilee vehicle is grounded.
Okay.
And Uhuru made it, and Uhuru ameyangusha kabisa ikiwa grounded. So he should look for another vehicle, and he should stop lying to himself.
Uhuru?
Things have changed.
Ama Raila?
Things have changed. Uhuru amefanya hii kitu deliberately to stall. The Jubilee has stalled deliberately because of Uhuru. Because there is no single day you can tell me like you have a family, right? Watoto wako wakikosea, what do you do as a man of the house?
Unaongelesha.
It's that simple.
Yes.
What ni nini Uhuru hawezi ita hao watu waongee na wao? And the moment you start seeing your people deviating and telling you what's going on, but you don't want to listen, it's a deliberate move, and Uhuru knows about it. That's why he doesn't talk about it.
Okay.
So, wachana Solomon yaendelee kupiga kelele. Atapiga tu, but by the end of the day, you see here, tako hakuna mali naenda. And I hope after 2022 you come back.
We'll be right here.
Yeah, wacha akuje after 2022.
At the 2022?
After elections,
tunangoja Kiamba next week baada ya July after elections bas. I think the by elections are in 17 July.
Yeah, akuja tu bado. You tackle him again.
Okay. Thank you so much, my brother, all the way from New Jersey. We really appreciate you guys in diaspora, and we happy that you keep listening to us instead of sleeping.
Thank you.
God bless you. Na uongee na jamaa wa Seattle, alafu tujue takwaje.
Sawa.
Thank you, my brother. Haya. Imekuwa bunge la mwenye nchi. Nimefanya nimepitisha masaa yangu kidogo. Lakini haya, acha maoni za kufunga, reacting to the calls, alafu tufunge kiosk. I'll start with you, AREBA SAMBA, then we close with ama nianzie hapa. Acha nianzie na ndugu yangu hapo, jamaa amezungumziwa sana. Inaanza na solo. Tusikie mwisho, let me just pick this because this guy has been calling for the longest time. I didn't pick. Bunge la mwenye nchi tukifunga na wewe.
Hey, Jared.
Yes, Martin. Is it Martin?
How are you doing? Yes, it's Martin.
Martin Ngoni Kikuyu. Okay.
Yes. How is everything going?
Leo umechelewa bwana. Masaa yako mbaya.
Hapana bana, leo bana naona line imekuwa ndefu bana.
Line imekuwa refu kidogo. Ndio sasa tuchange tununue ile ya ku line up.
Nikasema wacha nitapiga baadaye after watu wametulia.
Okay, niambie.
So a little bit about the Kuria coalition. That is a fallacy. There's nothing that is going to happen there because Raila doesn't have the numbers at the moment.
Okay.
The numbers disappeared. And it will be very foolish for him to think that the Luhya people are going to support him and they're not going to be on the ballot. That will be, I think, it will be a very funny way of thinking because hakuna vile unaweza sema tu ati Mudavadi atakuja ambia Luhya hapana saa leo let's support Raila akuwe president. And there's nothing that we're going to get from it because from the things are going to be, I don't think Mudavadi will be the vice president.
Okay.
You see, because if there's going to be a coalition between Jubilee, first and foremost, Mount Kenya has nobody that is going to front in any position, let alone being the deputy president. So you're looking at Raila and the Kalonzo Musyoka again. So it will be very hard to convince the Luhya community to support you, and they're not getting anything from it. You see, cost they are not getting anything from that lineup. So why will they support Raila? So and then one thing the people have to realize: the reason why Baringo County had to vote no to the BBI was to send a message that Gideon Moi doesn't have anything in Rift Valley.
Okay.
You see, so. Where does Raila get the numbers? Okay. So that thing is just Uhuru playing his games. He's a very intelligent politician. People normally underestimate Uhuru, but he's very calculating. So at the end of the day, watu watawacha kumata vile my friend amesema hapo, and then unajua mnaingia kwa 2022 bila mpango, and that's where they're going to get the master tactician himself, DP Ruto. Thank you.
Alright. Asante sana Martin Goni. Na I think kesho kuja njoo kesho fan of the week. Acha kuja kesho fan of the week kwa diaspora edition. Tuongee na vijana. Niko na vijana kesho nataka kujua chape na rada yako. Nasikia ulikuwa pale UK kitambo ama ilikuwa Amerika?
Asubuhi na mapema US.
Aya, njoo kesho.
Aya.
Thank you so much my brother. Aya. Nisaidie kufunga simu hapa Douglas. Tufunge mambo haya. Solomon.
Wacha tu respond kidogo kwa hiyo maneno lakini this one I always expect to be talking your show. Watu waseme and it's freedom of expression. It's very very important. And it is good to listen to people.
Okay.
But I would like to tell them,
this is the only show where you get real time reaction.
Yes. And I would like to tell them this unasikia watu unasikia wakiwa na maoni mingi ati Raila hata kuwa hivi, Mudavadi hata kuwa hivi, Kalonzo hata tuambia hivi. I would like them to take this to the bank.
Okay.
That nobody will negotiate with the Ukambani nation without Kalonzo.
Okay.
Nobody will negotiate with the coast without at least Joho and his team, Kingi and Vuria. Nobody will negotiate with Nyanza without Raila.
Okay.
With Western without Mudavadi. With Central without Uhuru Kenyatta. And I'm telling them, tuache hii siasa ya kurembesha, hii siasa ya I wish.
Okay.
Hapana, in Kenya, and it's not unfortunate, it's good.
Yeah.
Our politics are regional based.
Okay.
So let nobody lie to themselves that you will go and access Western without Mudavadi, Weta, and even that guy they call Atwoli.
Yeah.
Let nobody think that they will penetrate. They will not penetrate. Nobody will go to the Rift Valley without William. And stop hii maneno ya kusema ati national, at William is going national. No. There's a caller who has said that everybody else has gone tribal, and now William Samoei has gone national. No. William himself has gone to the Talai elders to first seek coronation as the spokesperson of the region, and that is Rift Valley. Charity begins at home. If you cannot be heard and supported from home, you cannot come to the national table and tell us what you can do for us. And therefore, the biggest mistake His Excellency, the Deputy President, made is to be a lone ranger.
Okay.
Is to work alone and ignore everyone else. In this country, you will not, it will not happen that you become president single-handedly.
Okay.
Show me one senior politician that our dear deputy president is working with. He is alone.
Okay.
And therefore, they're even worried. They're running away from, and let me tell you, they always say, nothing for us without us.
Okay.
So if he has not been working with these politicians to set his 2022 and beyond goals, they will not trust him. It is too late. Okay. They will not. But at least you can see these other politicians, once in a while they work together, wanasomana kidogo kidogo, wanapigana hapa na pale, they again come together. When we are having national conversations, they always come together and discuss. So they have at least had something that is uniting them.
Right.
Like all the other senior politicians, other than the deputy president, support the Building Bridges Initiative. Why do you think all these others would support the Building Bridges Initiative and not William?
Okay.
Does that mean that all these others have no, that capacity to say, to see and know that BBI is not good? No, it's because they know that BBI is good, but the deputy president has picked a hard line and said, I will go alone. No. It's unfortunate. Okay. In Kenyan politics today, you don't go alone. You are going to lose it big time. Like he lost in Machakos, 82% against 10. It was really a shame. And I would say, going forward, I am looking for a coalition government that will bring together regions that have not been in government for long. That is Nyanza, Western, Coast. Those regions have not in government like, pale kwa meza. Unaona pale kwa meza?
Yes.
Hii imekuwa ni Central Rift Valley. Sasa, wacha tukue na cocktail. Central iko, Rift Valley iko, Western iko, Nyanza iko, Coast iko. Every region ikuwe represented in government properly. Sio ile ya kunominate mtu ambaye hata jina una nominate. Unachukua inaenda Luo Nyanza, unachukua a name. You say, now the Luos are included because we have a name here. No.
Okay.
We want those in the leadership of those communities. Those who lead their people. Those who have their interests at heart to come on the table and discuss the national cake. That is the Kenya we want going forward. And that will not happen if there are no coalitions. Okay. You will not succeed alone. And I hope maybe William alikuwa napima maji kidogo, alikuwa naeka dipstick, angalia oil imefika wapi. I know he is also planning on who to work with. And he's not going to work without watu anajinaka akisema ati mama mboga hapana ni wazuri. They are going to vote for him. It's good to say the truth. Me, I come to your show to say the truth. It's good, but he will not work with them. Yeah. And he has not shown any interest of working with them. Because even when chances are there, he has not brought forward any candidate who is a mama mboga, a motorbike rider. Okay. No. He has shown that when it comes to such issues, you really have to come on the table, discuss with people, weigh options, know who to work with. But going alone, no. Coalitions are coming, and they're coming big time.
Okay.
Hi, AREBA SAMBA.
As a country, we are faced with a very unique situation where the people who we think are our leaders are running back to come up with tribal inclinations. And then in all the midst of this, we ask ourselves, are they representing their personal interest or they're representing interest of their own community? When Francis Atwoli speaks from Dick Gardens or Francis Atwoli Road, does he represent the interests of the lawyers? When Moses Wetangula speaks from some corner somewhere in Kilimani, does he represent his Bungoma people? When Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, my very good friend, speaks from Karen, are those his interests of the Kamba Nation? why are we making this country, why are we polarizing this country in that when you come on the table, if you are not a tribal kingpin, then you cannot be able to be listened. This is something that I expect the likes of Solo, being the new generation people, to shun away from. Okay. It's high time that we look at a situation where we form a coalition with the masses of this Republic of Kenya. It's high time that we think of the interests of the people, and that is why the bottom-up economics come, and that is why the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, comes to fill the void that is being created by people who want all the time to be singing from the tribal corners. We don't disagree that we are tribal people, but can we make our tribes the strength? Can we make our diversity the strength, but not a separation way? That is my tackle of the day.
All right. Yeah. Asante sana. It's been a tackle Siasa Wednesday. Thank you everyone who has really tuned in today. I wish I could read on the comments as well from YouTube. There are a lot of comments, and also time is not on our side. But thank you so much for the guys who have been on YouTube, who has been contributing to the conversation, and the guys also as well on Facebook who have kept us going. And as usual, the callers who have been coming all the way from diaspora who has been part of this conversation. And I want to still request that please vote for us. We have enrolled our entry at the road mic or road microphones, and they're giving us an opportunity to win some goodies so that we can be able to ensure that we give you quality production and we can have these conversations in a bigger way. Tafadhali kuna link ambayo nimeweka pale, nenda please click the link, alafu unatupigia kura dakika kidogo sana. Tulitaka a few of your minutes. Ushafika pale uchukue dakika kidogo, tupigie kura pale. Nimeweka link tena pale, naona kama Grace kama utafadhali nakuwa na pale watu wa YouTube, nenda pale and makutumia link pale. Please click the link and vote for us. After you vote, please, you can send us a picture of it. Austin, please vote for us. Edwin, vote for us. Joseph, Amai, tupige simu. Wycliffe, please vote for us. All these guys were on YouTube. Tafadhali, kina Martin, kina Frida, kina Nami, kina Mad Prof, please vote for us. Alafu tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba tunaweza kupata hizi goodies vizuri zaidi. Please go in there and share with your friends, share with your family groups, and also with your close friends. Enda pale pia on Facebook, nimeiweka pale kwenye comment section, alafu it's already pinned. Please click the link and vote for us. Only less than 20 seconds of your life and you could make the tackle better. Amen. With that, we could go a long way in ensuring that we have these conversations in a better way. Until tomorrow on Diaspora Edition, up to see you again. Kesho tuko na vijana wadogo wa university kiongozwa na kina Marco Labos, all the way from the president of Daystar University. We want to talk about the youth as well. Umeona kuna mimi alikuwa ameka AREBA SAMBA. Sema vijana ni viongozi wa kesho. Nasema hala, kumbe ni kesho. Hala. Kumbe kesho ni leo. Right. Until tomorrow, take care guys. We love you. And this is the tackle. And it ends now. Bye-bye and take care.